What's up, guys? Finally, I get to release my 100 subscriber special. I promised that it would be with someone very, very special in the Pokemon community. And that's right, it is none other than Haydunn himself. We've had a few battles together. We've been talking a lot through Skype and talking a lot about maybe doing some special appearances on Twitch and things like that. So be on the lookout for that sort of stuff. But looking at his team and my team, if you hadn't noticed, this battle was from a while ago. So this is actually one of the first teams that I had ever made in Pokemon X and Y. And it did surprisingly well for quite some time. So I kind of actually miss this team just because it was one of the first ones that I made, and it did really well. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this because I know you guys want to see this really bad. He's actually going to go ahead and lead off with his Mamoswine, also known as face paint to most of you here. And I'm going to go ahead and actually lead off with my Heracross, predicting him to lead off with this thing. Now he's going to go ahead and switch out, predicting my close combat. But unfortunately for him, I'm going to Mega Evolve here. And if you didn't know, Mega Heracross gets Skill Link as its ability when it Mega Evolves. So moves that hit 2 to 5 times always hit 5 times. And I went ahead and went for the Rock Blast just in case he wanted to switch into this thing. And even if he didn't switch into this, I knew that I could do considerable damage to his Mamoswine, if not KO it. I haven't done damage calcs, but I knew that I would be able to at least do some damage to it if he decided to stay in. He's going to go out into his Alakazam here. And I know that thing's way faster than me because Mega Heracross actually gets a speed drop when it Mega Evolves. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out. He's going to go for the Psychic here. I am max special defense on this Trevenant, so I don't really have too much to worry about. He's going to go ahead and switch out and go out into his Eevee here, or his Eevee, his Sylveon here. And I actually go for the Leech Seed, predicting this to come in. I'm going to get some nice HP back here. I do have the Big Root, so I'm going to be healing a lot more from Leech Seed and Horn Leech. Any move that heals me, well, that takes HP away from your opponent and heals you, Big Root does a lot more. He's going to go ahead and switch out into his Mamoswine here. Now, I wasn't predicting this thing to come out. I really wanted to just burn his Sylveon there so that I could have even more residual damage on that thing because I know Sylveon is very bulky. But unfortunately for him, he sent out his Mamoswine as I go for the Will-O-Wisp. So now I don't really have anything to fear from this Mamoswine, which is great for me. What was I going to say? He's going to go for the Rock Slide here. I remember now. He was going to try and flinch me with the Rock Slide here. He's going to take a little bit of Life Orb damage. He does unfortunately get the flinch. Other than flinching, this Mamoswine can't really do anything to me right now. He's already got a Rocks up, but I don't have anything that is really weak to the Stealth Rock, so I don't really have too much to worry about. He's going to go out into his Quagsire here. I'm going to go for the Spikes here, just because I know that if he wanted to switch, I have a free turn to set up Spikes. If he wanted to stay in with his Mamoswine, he can't touch me. So I honestly had just about a free turn to set up Spikes. Now I'm going to go ahead and go for the Brave Bird here, just in case he wanted to switch something else in. And I also, if he wanted to stay in, I wanted to get some damage off on this Quagsire here. He is going to go for the Scald here. He knows that Skarmory isn't a very specially defensive Pokemon. And he also wanted to try and get that burn because I wouldn't be getting it. I would be continually losing HP each turn, even with leftovers, because burn does more damage than leftovers heals. I'm going to go ahead and switch out here because this Trevenant has the Natural Cure ability, so even if I do get burned, I can just switch out and the burn is gone. And I also, like I said before, max special defense, so I know that his Quagsire can't hurt me. He's actually going to go out into his Pinsir here, the infamous Dick Pinch. I was very honored to have battled this thing. I'm going to go back into my Skarmory here because I know that Pinsir can't touch Skarmory in any way, shape, or form. Pinsir cannot do anything to his Skarmory. Now it can Stone Edge and maybe get a crit and do 40% damage, but that's about all it can do. So if you're having trouble with Mega Pinsirs, get a Skarmory. That's the only thing I can tell you. He's going to go ahead and switch out here. He's going to go back into his Mamoswine here. Now, when I went ahead and went for the spikes here because I know that his Pinsir couldn't touch me, and if he decided to switch, I would have a free turn to set up my spikes here. I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of HP back with the leftovers there. He's going to be taking some burn damage. Now he's going to go ahead and go for the Ice Shard here just to try and get some damage off on me before he dies here. I actually went ahead and went for the Roost this turn because I wanted to get back as much HP as I could so that I can deal with his Pinsir later. He's going to take some burn damage here. Now, I remember, even though this battle was so long ago, I remember this. He went for the Earthquake there, and I almost switched. I can't remember what I almost switched into, but I almost switched out of Skarmory, and I'm so glad that I stayed in and went for the spikes because he could have potentially KO'd one of my Pokemon if I would have switched out, so I was very thankful that I stayed in. He's going to go ahead and go out to his Quagsire here. Now, if you didn't notice, the spike damage is starting to add up quite nicely. I'm going to go ahead and switch out, go into my Trevenant here, because I know that this Quagsire can't touch me. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Scald here. It's not going to be doing too much damage to me, as I do resist it, and I max HP, max special defense. Like I've said like 1,000 times. I don't know why I keep saying it. It's going to get a little bit of HP back here. I do believe that I go for the Leech Seed here. I can't remember for sure. I either go for the Will-O-Wisp or the Leech Seed. Ah, the Leech Seed. So, I'm going to go ahead, go for the Leech Seed here. Get some HP back from that. Now, things are starting to look in my favor in this battle. The spikes are up. He has no spinner. I believe I have all my Pokemon alive. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Will-O-Wisp here just to get even more residual damage on this Sylveon like I wanted to earlier in the battle, but unfortunately wasn't able to. But I'm actually kind of glad that it worked out that way because I was able to burn this Mamoswine and basically just make it useless. So like I said, he's going to be taking Leech Seed damage and burn damage every turn here. He's going to go ahead and go for the Moonblast here because it is stab, and it's probably the best move that he can go for. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Claw just in case for whatever reason he wanted to switch out into his Alakazam. Now he's going to go back out into his Dick Pinch here. And I was not expecting this. He totally threw me off. He's going to double switch, go out into his Alakazam here. I'm going to switch out and go into my Skarmory because his Pinsir was out. And then get some leftovers back here. And then I'm actually going to switch back out and go back out into my Trevenant. Now, in this next turn, you'll see that he obviously didn't account for that. He actually goes for the Focus Blast here. So, lucky for me. I was not predicting that in any way, shape, or form. I won't say that I was. It's just really lucky switch, I suppose. He's going to go back out into his Pinsir here. I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Horn Leech. I don't really need this Trevenant around anymore. So, and it's there's no way for me to really heal anything back. He's going to go ahead and go for the X Scissor here. And that is definitely going to knock me out. I'm going to go out into Drake Hands here. It's been a while, Drake Hands. How's it going? Going to take some damage from the stones. He's going to actually switch out into his Quagsire here, predicting the Thunderbolt. But he's going to take quite a nice amount of damage there from the spikes. And I'm going to go ahead and go for the Overheat here. Lucky me, I hit it. And that is going to be enough to take out his Quagsire. Now, this Rotom is modest, max special attack with Choice Specs. So, and the Stab Overheat is just basically going to be killing anything, even if they do resist it. He's going to go ahead and go for the Psychic here. I'm going to be able to live with a 5 HP as I go for another Overheat. Overheat! And it is going to do a nice amount of damage to that Alakazam. He's going to go ahead and go for another Psychic here just to go ahead and take me out. I'm going to go ahead and switch out to my Zoomerl because I know that I can Aqua Jet and just take this thing out. And then he knows that he lost. So however you want to say that. If it would have continued, I guess it would have been a 4-0. But since he forfeited, I guess it was 4-2. I'm not really sure how you want to label that one. But you know, it's whatever, however you want to label it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this battle. I hope the hype was totally worth it. I just want to say thank you to all of you, each and every one of you, whether you're new or you've been here since my channel started. You guys really don't know how much you all really mean to me. Now I know it's only 100 subs, blah blah blah, but you know, this channel wouldn't exist without you guys. Well, it probably would. I just would be uploading battles and watching them by myself. And you guys know that Twitch definitely wouldn't be happening without you, because if there were no one watching my stream, then there'd be no point in streaming. So I know I've shoved this down your throats so much recently, but I really just can't say thank you enough. So I really do hope you enjoyed. If you're new and you're watching this and you enjoyed, please hit the subscribe button. I don't have any new subscriber specials planned. Gosh, I'm not even sure how I'm going to be able to top this one. I spent like 30 hours in that 2-minute intro video, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it, because I enjoyed making it, and I'm really satisfied with the finished product. So I really do hope that you guys are enjoying it. Leave a comment, let me know what you think of the intro video in this battle. Like the video if you enjoyed, and if you're new, definitely make sure you subscribe for more, I don't know how to say this, more unique X and Y OU Wi-Fi battles, I suppose. I don't know. I've been trying to make some really unique competitive teams lately, just because using standard Pokemon just gets kind of boring, because one, they're predictable. Two, everyone uses them, and it's no fun to, you know, to be like everyone else. I guess you should be yourself. So anyways, guys, I can't thank you all enough, but I'll let you go. I'll quit talking. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of this video, and I really do hope you enjoyed. Now guys, have a good morning, good night, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are, and we'll see you next time. All right, peace out.